Happy Monday, everyone. So the vid I made on the Backyardigans reboot got way more views than I thought it would, so I'm gonna try again with this commentary stuff to see if maybe I do a better job the second time around. And I just want to talk about what the hell this last weekend was. It's been absolutely wild, and there's just so much to talk about. So I'm just gonna get the elephant out of the room, and of course, talk about the Donald! Just when you think things can't get crazier in the old US of A, we get Donald Trump's attempted, quote-unquote, assassination attempt. And I'm gonna be completely honest, it kind of blows my mind how stuff like this happens in the United States so often. I, of course, am from the great nation of Canada. And if something like that were to happen here, it would genuinely be one of the craziest things to happen in the nation's history. But for the United States, you know, just your typical assassination attempt, no big deal. It really says a lot about how much democracy has sort of fallen apart in the United States, where this stuff is just so common, along with the fact that the two people running for president are literally over 75, and they're the only two competitors out there. I've also been seeing a lot of people saying that it was all staged and fake, but I'm not so sure about that because people actually died because of this, so I highly doubt this was fake, even if the way Trump reacted was a little bit staged looking. Also been seeing people on Twitter say some pretty wild things about the outcome or what should or shouldn't have happened. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Trump, but personally, I don't think he deserved this to happen to him. But if he does get elected because of this out of sympathy votes, I do fear for what Project 2025 is going to bring, specifically for the LGBTQ community, and I could understand why they'd be upset about this. And my heart goes out to anyone in that community in the United States that's afraid for their future. But for me personally, the way I see it, I just think the United States is just screwed either way. I hope you guys can somehow rebound from this or something like that. Alright, next I'm going to talk about the whole Kyle Carrozza situation that's been going on as well. So, for those of you who don't know, Kyle Carrozza created a show on Cartoon Network called Mighty Magiswords. It ran for a few years, but it wasn't ultimately popular or considered as one of their best shows. Well, he just got convicted of having something that I cannot say without probably getting a YouTube guideline strike. But the thing that gets me about this whole situation is, should we really be surprised? I mean, look at him. Just look at him. Does he not look like the type of person that would have that? Look at him! Dude literally is built like he was spawned right out of Reddit, and it's hilarious. And obviously a lot of people are upset about this because they thought that they could trust him, and now they feel like their trust has been betrayed in a way. Congratulations, Cartoon Network, you now have your equivalent to Dan Schneider. Now to everyone's favorite monopolistic evil enterprise, Disney, who have reportedly lost 1 whole terabyte of data. What that data is, it is unclear as of now, but if it had any upcoming information about movies or any other Disney projects, it could be potentially huge. Of course, recently they also bought a stake in Epic Games, so maybe that could have something to do about it. But it is kind of crazy that it feels like every single big company is just able to get hacked these days. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think anyone should really feel bad for Disney in this. I hope no employees get harmed, but as for Disney the company, rest in piss. For sports fans this weekend, such as myself, there was only one thing on the mind of most people: the Copa America and Euro finals. And let's start at Copa, because what happened before the game was insane, as Colombian fans were trying to break through the security because they didn't have an actual ticket to the game. And they weren't just breaking through the main securities, they were trying to sneak in through vents and stuff, and it was just absolutely wild, and it delayed the start time of the game. And some of that is on the fans themselves and the way they're behaving, and some of that also has to do with America being the host nation, that they couldn't, control these people and were able to allow something like this to happen so easily. I think both are at fault, honestly. I think it's safe to say that this, combined with the Trump shit, hasn't really helped America's reputation all that much. As for the game itself, as a surprise to absolutely no one, Argentina took it 1-0. Well, what's kind of surprising is that they didn't score until extra time, and Colombia kept the game actually rather close the whole time, so props to them, I guess. And then there's the Euros, where Spain would win their record 4th title. But let's be honest, unless you're from Spain itself, you don't even really care about the fact that they won. You care about something else. You really thought it was coming home, didn't ya? This is the year, bruv! It's coming home! It's coming home! It's coming home! Football's coming home! It's the best joke in all of soccer. Every single year, the tears are so delicious. Harry Kane is such a fraud, man. Nothing since 1966. You're literally the Leafs of soccer, and it's so beautiful. The world's been saved from noise pollution once again. Scotland, Ireland, and Wales rejoice. Alright, I apologize for that. I just had to get that out of my system. I'll stop with my shitty urinating tree impression. But yeah, what a weekend it's been, and I hope that somehow we can keep up that momentum throughout this entire week, because I don't know how you could top everything that happened over the past 2 days. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I am so sorry to any English viewers that I offended with that laugh tangent, but seriously, it's just so funny. Anyway, peace out. Oh yeah, by the way, rest in peace, Richard Simmons.